Every month, there are thousands of people making tens of thousands of dollars online selling products from home that they never have to touch. And with this very specific type of e-commerce, you never have to invest thousands of dollars into products before you even know they sell. You never have to print the products. You never have to touch them. In fact, you don't even need to do the product photography. The reason being, there are local companies out there that already have these viral products in stock. They know they sell. All you have to do is create a design and market it. And the marketing is quite simple. All you've got to do is list it on a platform like Etsy, where there's over 500 million people every single month looking for the products you're selling. Now, as we breeze through May past Mother's Day, our attention needs to turn to Father's Day to make sure we're staying on trend and making the most of the buyer activity. And as a dad, this is my favorite holiday to create products for. On my screen here, you can see a tape measure for dad that's making just under $25,000 a month. This simple personalized hoodie is making just under $9,000 a month. And this embroidered hoodie is making $27,000 a month. Father's Day will be here before we know it. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to spot a search term that's going to blow up, how to find the inspiration for the design, how to create automatic personalized designs, and how to get it published as quickly as possible to make the most of that buyer activity. And most importantly, we need to connect it with a supplier that's going to print those orders and send it straight to the customers for us. Let's go. Okay, on the screen, you can see eRank, and this is a killer tool for finding out what people are actively searching for on Etsy. I've searched for Father's Day, and the first thing we can see is that the search trend through April, May, and June is where it peaks out, which is really, really cool. So we can see there that the buyer activity coming into the market is quite high. But what we want to see are the search terms that have very little competition. So here I've just sorted the average searches by clicking these arrows, and what I'm going to do is just scroll down until I can see the first opportunity. What I mean by the first opportunity is the Etsy competition being green. So there's only 18,000 competitors here, all competing listings. This is for reputation. That doesn't make sense. So we keep on scrolling down until we see the next one. All right, first Father's Day gifts. Now that's something that we can hit, and that is a keyword that we're going to focus on for this video. Next up, we need to know what product we're going to sell. Now, one way of finding the product that you want to focus on is by going through a supplier catalog. So what I'm going to do here is use T-Launch and go through the products that they've got on offer. From here, I'll just select the product that I want to search for on eRank, bring it across, and then type it in. So I went through and I found Plaque. So I typed that in. I just wanted to see if there's any opportunity here. We've got music Plaque, that's got 1,600, almost 1,700 searches. It's one off. We come down, Acrylic Plaque, that's showing that we've got about 1,300 searches a month. Now, I think that's a great opportunity to actually go and validate further. So coming over into Etsy, I've actually searched for Acrylic Plaques, typed that in, gone all filters, making sure that I'm just searching for the physical items. We don't want design files, and sort. Then you can take a quick look, see what sort of designs are there. But what I want to do is use Everbee to actually validate what products are selling and if they're making money. So if we sort by the monthly revenue, we can see these Spotify song plaques. That's doing about $31,000 a month. This one's doing $18,000. Scroll through and just see if there's anything that stands out that's not really music related. This one, I like the look of. This one's done about $3,400 and the retail price is quite nice. I like it. That's the first inspiration I'm going to use for this dad sign. Using dad in the background, capital letters, and then the personalization. We take a look in there. Personalization runs through the middle of that name. Very, very cool. So now what I want to do is go back on Etsy and search for other dad products that are selling. Again, using the product analytics with Everbee, sorting by the monthly revenue, or we can start sorting by the products that are actually selling. Scroll through until you find a design that stands out to you. This one here, I really like the look of. So let's click on into that. Only 4 left, selling quite well. Analyze listing. All right, so that's doing about $3,000 a month as well. The thing I like about that is that it's got the personalization on several different lines. So we've got the husband, father, grandpa, legend, since. So they're all personalized in terms of what year they can put in there. So that is cool. That's what I'm going to design. So in T-Launch, you're going to want to go up to the stores, add new store. And this is after you've created your Etsy store, and then you want to go connect. And then it's going to guide you through the process. It's very, very simple. Once you've done that, you want to go to products and then create. And down here on the left-hand side, we've got the LED signs. These are pretty cool products. And the one that I really like is this acrylic nameplate. I think that's sick. And you can create some really cool designs with that. But the one we're going to use is this rectangle one. To me, with the design that I've got in my head, I think that's just going to work better. So we're going to start that design. And once you're in there, what we need next is the dimensions of what we're going to create. So the design requirement here is 1500 pixels by 1800 pixels. And then in Canva, what we do is come down, go create a design, custom size, 1500 by 1800 pixels. All right, we're in business. So I'm hitting T. It's going to bring up that text layer. And I want dad across the top, like that mum plaque that we saw. And change up the font. I want it to have it serif. That's a really good one straight up, actually. So that's ITC Cheltenham condensed. Very cool. It's nice and tall. It's what we want. But because it's the first Father's Day, what we need to do is instead of putting grandfather on there, we need another word to put on there that's going to help it actually appeal to those first-time dads. So dad, in order to be able to make it so we can put the names through the middle in that cursive text, what we're going to have to do is download that. And you'll see why in a second. So download, transparent background, download. And I can delete that. Bring in that design again. Bring it up to the right size. All right, now what we need to do is crop it. So crop it about there. Duplicate it. Double click on the actual image. Drag that down. And then we're going to drag it down from the top, and there we're going to have that break in the text. Bloody stunning. Very cool. Okay, so we need the personalized text. So we could have this as Sebastian as a first name, and now we want to have a bit of a curly style writing. It's going to be fairly small to be actually able to fit in that space there. So at the top here, we can go along, see the different categories of fonts, brush, comic school, funky, maybe funky. It is dad's. I don't like that it's not filling the rest of that area. It's kind of annoying actually. I like the bold, that's cool. Actually, that's better. Cool. So this name here, we're actually going to have to find that script because using the automatic personalization, we're going to be using an app called AnywherePOD. I'm going to show you shortly how to set that up. Because the last thing you want to do when you've got a bunch of orders coming in is actually do all the personalization yourself. I'm just going to get a heart. There we go. Change that color. I think it sort of helps it make it read better as well when you sort of fill in that space. All right. Now, let's put in the text down the bottom. So what do we have? Husband, father, grandpa, legend. So what I think we should do is boyfriend, husband, father, legend. I think that's going to work better. Boyfriend. So we've got to change that font. Now I've got one in mind, which is Starliches that I think is going to work good. There we go. Another font that we're going to have to download for AnywherePOD, boyfriend. Boyfriend since, when should it be? It should be 2000 and let's go 20. In the peak COVID times. Ugh, what a period of time that was. Husband since 2022. Time flies. Let's bump that up a bit. If you use your arrows, it moves it up pixel by pixel. Father since 2024. I want it to be this year. It's the dad's first Father's Day. And legend since the year he was born, 1998. What's that make him? 26 years old. It's all right for a dad. Is that right? Public maths. I don't like that. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So what we need to do now is download it. I'm going to just duplicate it first because I want the finished design so I can actually get the mockups from that. So I just created it with the numbers in there just so I could see what the spacing looks like. But ultimately that looks pretty cool. So now we need to get the Kushan script. So I'm just going to search for it up here, Kushan script. Download, font meme, there we go, download, because we need to upload that to AnywherePOD. We need the Starlich's font as well, and again, find where you can get it. Don't like the look of that site. What's this one look like? There we go, looks better. Download font for free. Beautiful. Okay, now we need to go back to that design, delete that out, delete that, delete that, delete that, and delete that. Now we just need to download that transparent PNG. Okay, so the app we're going to use is AnywherePOD, and they're going to automate that personalization. So you can see here, dear mum, you got the different photos in there. You can do it with photos. You can do it with names. It makes the process much, much more simple. You can find the link to the website down below. So what we need to do first and foremost is connect a new store. So go create new store. Example, save. Now you're going to need it to connect it to your Etsy store. So just go connect. It's as simple as that. And then you need to connect it to T-Launch. Now over at T-Launch, what we need to do is get the API key. And they've got the details for that here. So if we right-click the hyperlink here, it's going to take us straight to where we need to go. Scroll down to the API token, copy that, and then come back across. Continue. And now we're connected. Now we need to upload those fonts. Click My Artwork and then click Fonts. Here we're going to add that custom font. So the first one, Starlich's. We're going to bring that in here. So import the font. And once you're happy with that, go save. Now we need that second one, which was Kushan, I think it was, or something like that. What was it? Kushan. Import that as well. It's actually Kaushan. Save. Awesome. Now we need to create the product. So for that, we go to Product Catalog, T-Launch. Once we've clicked T-Launch, we come down to Accessories, Acrylic. Choose a sign we want and go start designing. Upload the design. And there we have it. Now, what we need to do is add the personalization layers. Now, it fits perfectly. That's exactly what we want to see. So we're going to lock that layer because that's going to be the bottom layer. And now we're going to add the text. The first lot of text, we'll just go custom name. And that's going to be that Kaushan. And I think it should be alphabetical. Cow. There we go. Bring that up into the space where you want it. You want to hit personalize because you want them to be able to change that. Dynamic, so just depending on the size of that name box that you put in there, that's what it's going to fill to. So given that we've got feet in there, you want to make sure that box is bounding within those two sets of feet. Again, once you've done that, lock it, then go add a new text layer. So here we want to put boyfriend since 2020, we said, yeah. Choose the font and put that in place. So all we're going to do here is make it similar sort of size, which that is. Sweet. Personalized, dynamic, great. I think it's slightly too big, just go a bit smaller. Okay, lock it. We're just going to go through the rest of the layers and put those years in there. 2022. So what we can do to make sure that we're using the same size each time, we just go duplicate 2022 and bring that down. Lock it, duplicate, bring that down. This since 2024. Lock it, duplicate it. Last one. 1998. Awesome. lock that, and go create product. Okie dokie, give it a minute and it's going to create those mockups for you, which is going to push across to Etsy once we click the create new listing. But first, before we move any further, change the price. I'm going to put that as $39. I'm going to have a campaign that's running with a 30% discount, and then go save. Once you've clicked save, you need to give it a few moments before it's created those mockups. Once those mockups are created, then you go create new Etsy listings. If they're not ready, it's just going to tell you to wait. Once those mockups are ready, then you go create new Etsy listings, and then it's going to push it across to your Etsy store, where it's going to be in your draft listings, where you can optimize it before you ultimately publish it and get it out there in front of the people that are going to buy it. Now back on Etsy, like I said, it's going to be in your draft listings. So here it is. Just going to click on that, and what we want to do is make sure that we're hitting all the keywords that we want it to show up for. In order to do that, we need to use eRank. Now, if you'd love my personal guidance and the step-by-step roadmap to creating a $5,000 to $10,000 per month print-on-demand business in as little as 2 hours a day, so you can create that time freedom and financial independence, then make sure you check out PodHacks, my coaching program. You can click it with the first link in the description below. There, watch the quick training, and if you love the sound of it, make sure you book a call with my team and I'll have a chat to you over there. So we've got a couple of different mock-ups here, and they look really good. Like this one I love because it's really illustrating all these different things that you're getting with it. It's wireless, which is fantastic. The only thing I don't like about that is the fact that it's difficult to see. Whereas on this one, it lights up and it looks really good. So what I think I'm going to do with that is just going to blend the two together to create a new mock-up. I'm going to save that image. Now back on Canva, I'm going to create another design, 2500 by 2500, because that's the size that Etsy likes your pictures to be created at. I'm going to import both of those images. That's not going to be perfect, I don't think. Okay, going to crop that again. Now, given more time, you'd create something that looks a bit smarter than what I've done here. But for illustrative purposes, we'll just do it like this. So what was the other thing that it had in here? Pressure sensitive powered base, multicolored LED light strip. Cool. That's good enough for the bush. Download it. Download. Back on Etsy, I'm going to import that new mock-up. What you can do very easily is just copy the listing and see which actual image performs better. It may be that this one, the original, does better, in which case you just keep it as such. Just going to move that one into second place because I think it looks good. Cool. So at the top here, I'm going to just put, so at the top for the title, I'm going to say perfect gift for first time Father's Day gift. Copy and paste that. What I'm then also going to do is copy this and go over to ChatGPT. Please rewrite the following for a mother that is buying this acrylic plaque as a gift for a first-time father. Be sure to incorporate the emotion and importance of this milestone. Okay. Capture the wonder of your first Father's Day with this exquisite acrylic plaque, a timeless gift that symbolizes the new and beautiful journey of fatherhood. This isn't merely a plaque, but a canvas where your memories are laser etched into acrylic, coming alive on the innovative base design. That's great. Copying that and back over to Etsy. I'm just going to break it up so it's easy to read. You don't want a big wall of text. Nobody's going to read that. Make sure you spell check it all. That's cool. Add personalization, yep. Please enter each name and date on a new. If they do it on a new line, it's going to automatically go through to AnywherePOD and create the design automatically for us. Make sure what ChatGPT gave us actually makes sense as well. You don't want to put in something that doesn't. Cool. So $39, that's great. Coming down, it's a product made to order. We want to make sure we select our production partner. Make sure you select one. If you haven't created one for T-Launch, make sure you do so. There we go, apply. Fantastic. It's actually a desktop sign. Signs, wall hanging signs, that'll do. Material, acrylic. Put in as many attributes as possible. It's just going to help it filter and give the customer the results they're looking for, because everybody searches differently. It could be first time Father's Day on clear acrylic plaque. So there's keywords in there that these attributes are going to help with. Clear. You put in the width and height, and now we need to put in those tags. So coming back over to eRank, we're going to look for, we're going to use acrylic plaque. We want to use all 13 tags. There's another really good opportunity too. Pet memorial plaque, but that's not what we're working for at the moment. So we certainly want to put that in there. Father's Day, gift for dad, gifts for dad. Sort the searches again. Hopefully that fits in the 20 character limit. Put similar tags in there, even though it's not necessarily the right product. But if people are searching for gifts for Father's Day, there is a chance that you might make a sale on a random word that's similar. Gift for dad. In fact, just type dad. And you can see here on the search trend, the searches for dad is the same as Father's Day. It peaks through June there. Sort by searches. New dad gift, that's a good one. Having some really competitive terms in there as well is perfectly fine. You know people are looking for it. You know people are going to be buying products for it. And if your product really stands out and does start making sales, you're going to start ranking for these competitive keywords as well, which is what you want. That's where you make really good money. Father's Day shirt, I'm going to put that one in there as well. How many we've got? 5 left. We've got new dad gift. Probably don't need the plural. It's going to come through anyway. Gifts for husband. Gifts for new dad. And obviously Father's Day gift. There we go. Now we've got what we need. Delivery, yep, that's already got a policy there. I'll change this to that. It's unlikely that you're going to be asked for a return anyway. Feature this listing, yep, automatic. And there we go. Publish with changes. Publish. It's only going to cost you 20 cents. And now, with that in mind, that keyword, that first Father's Day gift, now we can keep creating different products for that, hitting that specific search term. Chances are that first design you create probably isn't the one that's going to make the sales, but doing the work of finding inspiration, creating the designs, you'll find more and more opportunity. You'll launch more and more products that give you more and more chance to make more sales. And there it is. That's how you spot the opportunity. That's how you create the design. That's how you automate the personalization that's happening. But if you want to see how you can increase those sales to over $400 in one transaction, then make sure you watch this video next. Time for me to go and get a haircut.